Day 36. Pivotal bankers' testimonies. The civil fraud trial against former President Donald Trump has taken a crucial turn with the recent testimony of bankers from Deutsche Bank, a development that underscores a key aspect of Trump's defense strategy. In the face of allegations by New York Attorney General Letitia James that Trump inflated his net worth to secure favorable loans, witnesses from Deutsche Bank have testified that they did not rely on Trump's exaggerated claims of wealth during the loan approval process. This testimony aligns with Trump's protestations, asserting that the banks conducted their due diligence independently, and any misstatements in his financial documents did not impact the overall terms of the loans. As the trial unfolds, this testimony becomes pivotal in determining the consequences, if any, that the former president may face in relation to the alleged financial misconduct. Divergences in the bankers' due diligence. The recent testimony from Deutsche Bank bankers not only bolsters Donald Trump's defense but also introduces a critical dimension to the ongoing civil fraud case. Accused of defrauding banks, Trump faces a lawsuit from Attorney General Letitia James, who argues that he inflated his net worth on financial statements to secure advantageous loans. However, bankers, including David Williams from Deutsche Bank's Wealth Management Group, testified that they conducted their due diligence independently and did not rely on Trump's embellished claims. This revelation directly challenges the prosecution's narrative that the alleged misrepresentations were material to the loan process, with Trump's defense emphasizing that the financial institutions involved were not victims of the purported fraud. Attorney General Letitia James contends that such due diligence is not a valid defense. The pretrial ruling acknowledged instances of fraud in Trump's financial statements, raising questions about the potential harm inflicted on the banks. Mr. David Williams' testimony. Trump is accused of inflating his net worth to secure favorable loans, particularly from Deutsche Bank. The testimony of bankers from Deutsche Bank in Donald Trump's civil fraud trial has substantiated a key element of the former president's defense. The bankers testified that they did not rely on Trump's exaggerated claims of wealth, supporting Trump's argument that the misstatements in his financial documents did not impact the overall terms of the loans. David Williams, a banker at Deutsche Bank, stated that the bank conducted its own due diligence, including a stress test, and adjusted the numbers based on their analysis. "We are expected to conduct some due diligence and verify the information provided, to the extent that is possible," said banker David Williams, on Tuesday. He reiterated that the bank had performed the necessary diligence and considered its own analysis while dealing with Mr. Trump. His testimony aligns with Trump's contention that the alleged fraud had no victim, as the banks had independently evaluated and factored in the information provided by him. According to Mr. Williams, at one point in their lending relationship, Deutsche Bank adjusted Donald Trump's net worth to $2.6 billion from the $4.9 billion that he had originally reported. When asked about his reaction to the magnitude of that adjustment, the former Deutsche Bank executive was reportedly sanguine. Ms. Rosemary Verablick's roles and relationships. Ms. Verablick, a former managing director at Deutsche Bank, dedicated 15 years of her career to the bank. She left Deutsche Bank after an internal investigation found that she conducted business with an undisclosed client. She testified Wednesday, revealing that she was introduced to Mr. Trump by Jared Kushner and arranged several crucial loans for him. Over time, she became close enough to attend his inauguration. During her testimony, she revealed that she acted as an intermediary between Deutsche Bank and the Trumps. This arrangement proved to be highly profitable for her employer. In 2014, Ms. Verablick wrote a letter to Ivanka Trump stating that the Trump family was one of the top 10 clients in her division in terms of revenue generation. Although Verablick stated that she did not personally review Donald Trump's statement of financial condition, she confirmed that the bank still believed it to be accurate. She also mentioned that her direct boss was very pleased with how their business had grown. In old emails presented in court on Wednesday, Ms. Verablick expressed significant excitement about having the Trump family as clients. "Given the circles this family travels in, we expect to be introduced to the wealthiest people on the planet," she wrote in a 2011 email. In another email from that same year, she wrote about pursuing the Trumps as clients, "We are whale hunting." Justice Engoron remains unconvinced. However, the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, maintains that the bankers' due diligence does not serve as a defense. Her argument asserts that they are not required to demonstrate harm to the banks in obtaining a pretrial ruling. Despite the bank's contentment with the loans, Kevin Wallace, a lawyer for the Attorney General's office, highlighted that Deutsche Bank issued the loans because Trump personally guaranteed them. Justice Arthur F. Engoron expressed skepticism about a swift verdict in Trump's favor, emphasizing that the mere fact that the lenders were happy doesn't mean that the statute wasn't violated. Trump Organization's Oversight Report. Donald Trump has agreed to heightened oversight of the Trump Organization's financial dealings following revelations of approximately $40 million in cash transfers over the last 10 months, as flagged by the company's independent monitor, former Judge Barbara Jones. In a letter to Judge Arthur Ngoran, Jones detailed 3 distinct transfers, including $29 million for tax payments and $10 million for insurance premiums. She underscored that discussions with the defendants had resulted in an agreement that all asset transfers exceeding $5 million must be reported. Additionally, Jones sought information on an intercompany loan and raised concerns about the delayed disclosure of tax returns for 6 entities associated with Trump. While highlighting the defendants' cooperation and overall compliance with court orders, Jones acknowledged their commitment to promptly disclosing requisite information, including tax details and cash transfers. The Trump Organization's proactive steps to address incomplete financial disclosures, as outlined in Jones's August report, were noted as a positive move in resolving the identified issues, albeit subject to ongoing monitoring. To sum up, the contrasting arguments underscore the complexity of the case, where the interpretation of due diligence and the materiality of Trump's exaggerations become pivotal in shaping the outcome of this high-profile civil fraud trial. As the trial progresses, the impact of these divergent viewpoints on the court's final decision remains a focal point of legal analysis and speculation. The banker's testimony, particularly from Rosemary Verblick, a former Deutsche Bank colleague, is expected to play a pivotal role in any appeal filed by Trump's lawyers after the trial. Verblick's testimony, revealing her role as an intermediary and the bank's reliance on personal guarantees, adds complexity to the nuanced legal arguments surrounding the case. Thanks for watching. If you like it, comment and hit the like and share buttons. Subscribe for future videos.